Ladies and gentlemen, well, the fuck was that accent? Welcome to Thursday night. That means blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's time for Podzilla After Dark right here on the Podzilla 1985 network. My name is Shannon Young. I'm going to be your host this evening. Of course, I got the Wacky Pack here with me to talk about all manner of crazy, weird things, funny stories. We'll share some songs. We'll do a little bit of worshiping later. Let me introduce the cast for this evening. Dweezy, hang on to your butts. Let me introduce the cast real quick. First up, of course, is the man that Strauss Zelnick fears. It's Jesse Kimball.
I don't know how much he fears him. Like, he won.
He won one. But
worshiping. What?
Well, yeah, later with Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, it's always Bible time here. Also with us tonight, it's Lindsay.
I don't appreciate you making us sound like a religious cult.
I did have a cult Facebook page at one point. There were quite a few devotees. Of course, I gave up the cult-like status so that I could participate in what I like to call journalism and democratic representation of the United States. Here to represent the democracy of the United States with us here tonight is, I almost called him Richard Bryant because I'm so used to his wrestling name. It's Bryant. Now they can't hear you your hand gesture though.
What?
You gotta say hi.
Yeah, this is also a podcast. They can't hear your hand gesture. They never believe you when I say
visual
that.
gag.
I love it.
Aces, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
A great visual gag for the audio podcast bit.
Well, I got tired of his mouth. And of course, and Double H.
Smells like she's at Mahjong again.
Mahjong gift for women. Gift to Mahjong lovers. What the fuck is going on tonight? I feel like I missed something. You guys are talking about fantasy.
Feel like I missed something. Don't worry about it.
I walked into fantasy sex shops and clouds and what the
You
hell?
said sex. We didn't.
I never said sex.
You just did
it twice.
Well, then I did, yeah. That's not clown and sex shops. Oh, don't in Arizona there are far too many clown and sex shops already.
Think about the smell.
You're not thinking of the smell, you bitch.
The smell, you bitch.
I'm more worried about what sounds you might hear.
I'm assuming it's something like or something in that.
You can't hear the slapping is not picking up in the microphone, but the fucking Pee Wee Herman.
I think they call it. What do they call it? Honks and honkers.
Oh my god!
If you get it,
Honks and honkers.
If you get it in particularly white areas like Chaffee, it's called honks, honkers, and honkies. That's also the name of my next album.
That's just implied. Like,
That's
it doesn't
also
need to be in the title.
That's also a what?
It's one of my favorite.
There's a restaurant.
Honks, honkers, and honkies.
It's called Honkies.
God, it's one of my favorite scenes from The Office. I don't remember the context, but when Ryan's still a temp and he goes with Michael to a fucking sex shop for some reason, and someone calls him, and they cut to the documentary crew there, and of course it's the two of them wandering the shop. Everything is blurred out, and Michael is just in the background, just giggling at something in his hands, and Ryan goes, he hasn't said a word. He's just been laughing for 20 minutes. Like, everything he sees is the funniest thing he's ever seen. Oh, my God.
That was me the first time that Bob took me to a pornography store.
Just in there
Just put
giggling at
Bob's
everything.
business on Front Street there.
He wouldn't mind. We went to.
I hope he's listening.
I was about to say Bob pops up in the chat. I might,
He
motherfucker.
pops in occasionally. We went over to Brown Bag Video, and I was like, I'm looking for that Paris Hilton tape, and they said buy this instead. Last time I took their fucking suggestion.
The timing of Doughball's message
I know.
arrival like really had me thinking that was
That Bob
for a
popped in.
second.
Yeah, no. Bob.
I didn't read the message. I just saw like the chat box just popped up at the exact correct time for that to have been very funny.
One thing I learned after that trip to the sex shop is Bob never comes when it's convenient. Trust me. Now, if I could be serious for a moment, we have a lot to talk about tonight.
Hated that.
What?
You know exactly what.
It was a part of our documentary, Jizz Clippers.
Oh God,
Jesus
no!
Christ.
Oh no!
Here's the problem.
Everyone hated that.
Here's the problem. I don't have obviously any drugs or alcohol because I'm living for the Lord now. But I also forgot to buy soda, so I have nothing other than water.
No.
And why I was like, I'll make myself a cup of coffee for the show, and then my brain went, or you won't sleep if you do that probably because you're 70 now, and it's time to start, living clean. And so now here I am with a bottle of water, pent up emotions, aggressive tendencies, and I guess we could take it out on the subjects for tonight. First off, DoorDash. You want me to DoorDash for a soda?
I mean,
you
to be
can.
fair, I was literally about to be like, look, I know it probably sucks, but like, couldn't you just DoorDash one? Like, just order that shit, man.
Nah, if I can't go one night without a Pepsi sugar-free or whatever, what am I doing?
Did you eat already?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I was gonna say, would you
Yeah.
get some food with that shit?
I
Like,
had a big old plate
I was
of meat.
on it tonight.
Oh,
Big old plate of
meat.
Big old. You know what? Let's
nothing
just
wrong with that.
stop the Jay and Silent Bob. I'm gonna keep going with the joke. So let's get to the show this evening. Of course, later tonight we're gonna continue our movie thing. I think it's the last one, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Thank
Yes.
God.
Last one.
So next week we'll get
One
back to
month.
normal old top fives again. But
First time in 2 months.
First time in 2 months we'll be doing that. So, Bryant, your assignment for tonight, it's in the chat. Favorite editing, criminally overlooked, not usually my thing, but, and everyone should watch this film. That's later when we get to that. But first up, let's talk about, I have two motherfuckers of the week. And one of them is, oh, fuck that motherfucker. And the other one is, you poor motherfucker. Which one would you like to hear first?
I want to hear the
You
poor
poor
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Poor motherfucker.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Well, the
Yeah.
poor motherfucker is Michael Phillips, a 38-year-old from North Carolina who claims to have the world's smallest penis. And he has started a GoFundMe to increase the size of his penis. Now, you're probably saying,
Okay, Carl.
it can't be that small. His penis is 0.38 inches. That's right.
Well,
0.38 inches.
how you know?
Because he's showing it here.
God damn.
I don't need to.
No, he's not showing his actual penis. He's comparing the size, and apparently they've measured it. In fact, he potentially could be going into the world record. He's thinking about entering himself into the world record for smallest penis. He's been diagnosed with what they call a micro penis. Mostly, I'm
Why
just
does
saying.
it sound like a bit?
No, that was
This
the
is not a bit.
diagnosis.
This is from TMZ.
No, that's a real thing.
This,
Are
yeah.
they taking into consideration circumference? Like, I don't.
You think he's a soda can? He's got
Like-
a chode down
like
there.
a fucking Coke can.
Yeah.
But
Um,
at 0.38 inches, like it's still the.
it's a thimble.
Yeah, I think this is like a third of a hockey puck. Is that what he's got rocking right now?
It's a-
Like,
Little mouse
Oh,
finger.
how-
Little mouse finger. sticking
Little
out.
mouse finger. That's what they call him. Little mouse finger.
Okay.
How often you're going
Hang
to the
on.
bathroom?
Little mouse finger. I'm on it.
Little mouse finger is looking to get his cheese extended, and I hope that hope he has good luck with that.
cheese extended.
Look, I'm looking at the dude, and it's not funny. He looks so sad. Of course he would be. You know,
Yeah, no, like by all means get it fixed, I guess. But like, damn.
all that mini Chihuahua makes me feel like I got a damn Rottweiler. You know, black and angry.
Oh man. I
Oh,
don't like
that-
anything.
I don't
I
understand. the
regret
things I
my
say.
choice about doing
Um,
this first.
Right?
So, Yeah, Dalton hates you. I think it's unrelated.
Well, that's because I changed his name to Get Little Mouse Fingers Cheese Extended.
So it says the procedure he's trying to raise money.
Sorry. Dweezy said, "You remember the big pog used to flip the other ones? It's that big." And those are called slammers.
Slammers.
And you remember exactly what you're talking about.
Oh shit! Don't say that. You're gonna give Dalton PTSD. Not because he has a small
work
penis.
for Slammer, brother.
Yeah, I'm sure his penis is of average size. I don't know.
Right, for any other reason.
Never heard anybody bragging on it, but no one's really condemned it. I have heard it's like a hole in the wall that just spouts water. Anyway, the process involves injection of semi-permanent dermal filler into his Peter, which I think is a technical term. He hopes the injection will allow him to stop wearing pull-ups, which he's currently.
Oh God!
What?
Why? Wait, why are the pull-ups necessary?
Right. I don't want to know, but at the same time, I kind of need to know.
I can't look away.
Oh.
Why, Shannon? Please continue.
I'd say it's like a car. It's like a car wreck, but it's a regular car running over like a Hot Wheel. You know what I mean?
What's the point?
This is where we prove that Lindsay hoards too much old stuff.
Hey, she's got little Michael Peters. She got little mouse fingers.
What the?
Shelby, it's like throwing a toothpick into a Walmart. Anyway.
Hey, maybe I should back out.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
We're talking
That's
about
what every person who's ever seen this guy naked said too.
It's like that scene from it's the scene from Jay and Silent Bob where Jay tucks it in, except he doesn't have to tuck anything. It's just
you motherfucker. He's got a dick.
He ain't got no dick. He says, "I'm reaching out to anyone who understands how challenging this situation could be. Your support would mean the world to me and help me take a big step toward living with more dignity and independence." Look, joking aside, I feel bad for the dude. I really, really do. No one should have to experience that small of a penis. It's sad.
Yeah, that sucks. It
really, really does suck.
I guess.
Yeah.
Good on him for taking action. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to this story that isn't laughing.
I would not put my name in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the world's smallest penis.
No.
All I hear is Carl going, "They keep emailing me. How do they know?"
Because he keeps posting it. He says the biggest thing is that it's not sexual. It's not a sexual thing. He says that he struggles to even use the bathroom. That's probably why he has the pull-ups. His penis is so small.
That's what I wonder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how does that affect going to the bathroom as opposed to like, okay, I guess you just have to sit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's got an internal dog situation going, like constantly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I guess the logistics of that, even if you sit down, because it's not.
Yeah.
You got a hand, you can push it down.
But if it's less than a third of an inch, Bryant, like what do you push it down?
You take a tourniquet, you tie it around your testicles, pull it back real hard, and hope for the best.
Does it get worse when it's cold?
Well, it certainly doesn't get any better.
Whoa.
You're right. There's no way.
Just
I think one of the cats knocked my camera.
I'll say, what is Shelby's angle right now?
One of the cats must have knocked my camera over.
Oh yeah, that tracks.
Hey,
There's Shelby.
hey,
Whoa, that was
people
me. Hang on,
space.
I'm in the.
So yeah, Michael Phillips, you poor bastard. You're our poor motherfucker of the week. The other one that I was gonna mention, and the one that pissed me off, I said this to the group chat earlier, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit more. It is former Giants player. What's his name? Kick Dickington. I don't know his name. He's a former Giants player.
Dickinson.
Who? Oh, here it is. It's a former San Francisco Giant, Aubrey Huff, who unleashed a homophobic tirade. Look, if your name's Aubrey, I already don't think you're very tough. But this is what he said. There's a big controversy with
Drake
Giants.
would like
right
a
now.
word with you.
I don't fucking know who that is. No, that's not true. I was gonna take inspiration from him and post a picture of me, talk about why I'm still single. I didn't do that because it's fucking stupid. So anyway, there's a big controversy in San Francisco where they're having Pride Night. Pride Night's all over the MLB right now. And some of the players were writing Bible verses on their hats, their Pride hats. And the home office guy, what's his name? Buster Posey, which is another stupid fucking name.
What?
He's been mum on the whole thing. Well, Aubrey Huff put out a statement, former player, no idea who he was. Who did we lose? We lose Bryant? He'll be back.
Brian,
He's back. Told you he'd be back.
Yeah.
No idea who this guy is. This is what he said. He played for the Giants. I can pretty much guarantee you I know exactly what Buster wants to say about having to answer irrelevant non-baseball questions that pertain to the sexual preference within the LGBTQ. And it's blurred, but I think it's fucking pussy community. I don't know. It just says F blur, P blur. I hope the F is for fucking, because if there's something else, who? You know how I know what he wants to say? Because it's exactly what I and most every single player, coach, and front office executive who were part of the Giants World Series dynasty teams that brought the city 3 World Series titles in 5 years would say, and say confidently into the camera, quote, "I'm not wearing this gay bullshit. Queers don't watch baseball anyway. They watch The View, enjoy therapy, and again, FP sessions, whatever that is." And anyone inside the LGBT...
F baseball, then.
Anyone inside the LGBT community or those who support them don't like what I just said, then I say to you, go fuck yourselves and eat a dick. And I mean that in the most literal sense. Here's the thing. My first reaction was like of great anger and like, oh, I'm going to burn this fucker tonight. And then I thought, I don't have to. Obscurity will do all the work that I need. I like baseball. I don't know who the fuck
Never
this guy
heard
is.
this motherfucker.
I don't think anyone that ever posted something so hateful on Twitter or X or whatever they call it now really gets much playtime in mainstream media. So this is his 5 minutes of fame after his fucking career is dead and he is a nobody loser that no one will remember. So most he'll get in 15 minutes is he's the motherfucker of the week.
I can't get past how much he thinks eat a dick is an insult when he just went over all that and who he's talking to.
Yes, I find that most gay men especially prefer penises.
And I've seen the story a couple of times, and most of the times in the comment section, almost immediately they're like, "Gay people don't like baseball. Do you understand the Yankees are a team? You ever been to Yankee Stadium?
Understand?
2/3 of the people there are gay, man."
Also,
do you understand that pitcher and catcher are terms?
These dudes are in San Francisco.
Yeah. Like, awfully bold of you to assume that there's no gay players in the MLB or gay fans or again the NFL or what. Like, it's been there a long fucking time, man. You choose not to see it.
Of course.
And if you don't know, that means probably you're the problem because they don't want you to know.
Fox News personality Tommy Lauren used it as a war cry for MLB to abandon Pride Night shit. Sure, I guess. Sure. Like,
speaking of somebody I haven't heard of in a fucking minute.
And someone who doesn't care. Yeah. Right. Lauren Boebert had something to say about it.
No. Shannon might care about this one.
Well, she says that I don't agree with the way she said it. She said that private citizens are welcome to have their gay sex flag, her term for the rainbow flag. I don't agree with that because it's a form of self-expression. But her point is they should absolutely be allowed to have Pride Night, but the players should also be allowed to peacefully protest by writing this on their hats. I actually agree with her. I think if I agree with Colin Kaepernick taking a knee for something he disagreed with, then I have to agree that them writing little Bible verses on their hat, that's their right. I don't think they should be punished for that. I think it's part of free speech. Now, they work for a team, and if the team fires them or something, well, that's on the team. But like as American citizens, of course they have the right to, if they disagree with it, they can protest it. Of course they can.
So did I miss part of this? Are they being punished for doing that? For putting the Bible verses on their hats?
No, there's just controversy around it.
Okay. Then fucking there's controversy everywhere.
Well, yeah, because they want to blow it up, and then people who need their 5 minutes of fame go, "Whoa, here!" I can see that Aubrey dude just scrolling through his phone. Aubrey scrolling through the trans Reddits on Reddit, getting some spank material for later when he doesn't want people to know about, and he sees this and goes, "Oh, it's my turn now! Finally, Aubrey's turn."
Every accusation is a confession. I steal Jesse's line.
That's
my
all right.
favorite phrase.
EPW stole mine, so let's move on.
It's too bad they didn't steal a fucking wrestling license while they were at it.
It's probably all they could afford. And our badass motherfucker of the week. Hey, I got to mention this real quick. There's no name for it, but it is a teenage girl in Tennessee, a 13-year-old girl who, to protect her mother from an assault, grabbed a samurai sword and slashed a dude's face to back him up. Hey, that's some badass shit right there. That's some badass shit. Yeah.
Yep. I love that afterward in that story that you sent us about this. There were like, I don't remember if there were direct quotes, but one of the things they mentioned was like, that girl's teachers and like her coaches and stuff have all spoken up and said that she's a perfectly respectable person and that she's, always dependable and all this, basically like trying to defend that she was using a sword. And I'm like, brother, we're good.
You don't have to
I don't need
it.
any further defense of her character. She was defending her mother from being assaulted. Use whatever the fuck you got nearby, John Wick. Have at it.
Although I'm a little confused about this. I found an article on it on WSB TV Atlanta, and it says the exact location of the incident was also in question, although Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems, that's a great name, implied that it occurred at school. That raises a couple more questions.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
weird.
Kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
Why is there a
One,
sword at school?
Yeah, where'd the sword come from if you're there?
Two, why is there an assailant at school?
right, why is someone attacking her?
Did she have her Kill Bill poster tube that she was attacking with it?
She was Kill Bill. She walked in with a yellow leather suit, and it was
Said
like
the power of my sword.
First name Kill, last name Bill.
After she sliced him, she finger punched him or whatever that thing is that explodes the heart.
No, he's still alive, unfortunately. I think what she did is she wiped the blood from her blade, flipped it around into her back, and then it went da 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 da. All right, that's that. There's so many things we could talk about, and we're not going to. I just don't have the heart to do it tonight, but just to keep you up to date on things that are happening in the world. Of course, Donald Trump canceled the very important housing act that was supposed to be voted on yesterday in order to push his Save America Act even further. Basically, he's holding people hostage at this point until he gets what he wants. And the Republicans are falling like dominoes.
Yep.
Well,
exact opposite of a president.
It's not going to do any so him waiting does nothing, right? Like he has 10 days to sign it, or it automatically becomes law. He can veto it. The Congress passed it with such a massive majority that they can just go ahead and repass it.
I didn't know it had fully passed. I thought they were still voting on it.
No, it's passed the House and Senate with flying colors, is my understanding.
You think you wouldn't think like he would go after those Republicans and they would do like a revote and vote it down? Because recently, I can't remember, Shannon and I were talking about this at Gaming Grounds earlier. There was a Republican, or a few Republicans did a last minute like midnight vote to like say we're not going to challenge Trump's war powers as a way to appease him.
Yeah. Bill Cassidy
need to be appeased.
famously last night got into a shouting. I told Bryant this was my favorite part of it. He got into a shouting match. Now he's a Republican. He got into a shouting match with Donald Trump during a behind closed doors meeting when Trump asked why he specifically had voted and why they had voted to push that Iran war power thing through. And when he told him why, they got into a huge argument. And my favorite part, Bill Cassidy tried to calm the situation down, and he called Trump brother, and Trump said, "I ain't your brother," basically. He said, "You're not my brother," or "I'm not your brother." I mean, Trump is basically just telling them to their face, "You do as I say," and that's it. And history backs that up. Look at everyone that he has banded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not ever gonna not be the case. Like anybody who's all up on him right now, I mean, just... fucking, you don't need to hear it from me, but prep yourself. Like there will come a day.
Yeah, you'll get abandoned too.
The same as everybody else.
Yeah.
How do I don't understand how many dominoes have to fall before people get that. Like, this guy isn't about them. He's not about protecting them. He's for himself, money, and just whatever, he feels like that day. It's never been about them.
It's, what do you call it, Hunter? You call it the main character syndrome or something, where it's like, well, that won't happen to me.
Mhm. Yeah,
It happens to them, but
believes
not
that
me.
he is the main character. Yeah,
Yeah.
or I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. They believe that they are immune to that whole thing because they witness these stories happening around it, but they're different.
They're different.
Like,
He likes
a
them.
They would
benefit.
never go against Trump.
No, he respects
Trump,
them.
Right.
They're actually friends with Trump. Marjorie
The
Taylor
leopards
Greene
will
was
never eat
never
my
actually
face.
in the club.
You mean Marjorie
She was
Taylor
friends-
Brown?
My question is, why would
Tucker
you ever
Carlson.
want to be friends with that?
They don't want to
Power.
be friends.
It's not so much friends.
It's
money.
clout and power, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's a Trojan horse,
I
basically.
really, I can't recommend you
your
guys
head
enough
will also
the
be on the chopping block.
the show Veep on HBO, which ended a few years ago, but Julia Louis-Dreyfus is vice president. It's basically one of the best sitcoms of all time. It's super snappy. It's Aaron Sorkin, but on steroids, basically. But at one point in time, Piper Perabo is a character, or plays a character on the show, who, when all this stuff was happening in real time with Trump in 2016, her character does basically the same thing. She has been put upon by her party for time and time again. She hates it. So she literally just goes, you know what? I could be a fucking clown. I'll go be a fucking clown. And there's like half a season where she is basically, oh God, Shannon, help me out. She was his press secretary the first time around, the blonde girl, not Carolyn Levitt, not the current one.
Oh,
Or not press secretary, but
Kellyanne Conway.
that's her. Yeah, she's basically her for a significant period of time. And at one point in time, someone asks her, "What the hell are you doing?" And she's like, "It's this or lose." That's
Yeah.
what it is. And it's funny in the context of the show, but in reality, like, that's how people really think.
Yeah.
Again, it's sports, man.
I'm
If I
not.
want to be on the winning side, I gotta be a piece of shit.
I'm not a fan of The Boys. I didn't really watch it, but spoiler alert, by the way, for anyone that is going to watch it and you don't want a big spoiler for the end. I think a character that really represents this very well is, what was her name? Firecracker, because she was shit. Does anyone care if I say this?
No, not me.
I mean, I've seen it, so I'm good. I don't
Well, you know what I'm
if
talking
anybody
about then.
else is.
She kisses
Yeah.
Homelander's ass the entire show, and then in one fell swoop, when he's frustrated, he kills her. Just doesn't even think twice about it.
And it's so much worse than that too.
Because
I
it
don't know how
pushes
much
her
of
head into the
context
eagle.
you know.
Oh, I know. And she had the whole episode was about her and her history. I read it. I didn't see it, but I read it.
Because that was spoilers. Skip this. Sorry, everybody, because this is in the final season of the show. It's fairly recent, but basically, like for that 2 episodes, like she spends the entire episodes completely selling out because it's the whole thing. Like her faith is actually extremely important to her. Like all the other shit about her aside, like it's very important to her. She her old pastor reaches out to her. Because they aren't wanting to conform to the Church of America, which is what Homelander is the figurehead of, and just trying to reach out to her like this is kind of crazy, and then she ultimately decides like I know how important my faith is to me, how important that pastor is to me. Homelander's group ends up killing her pastor. She throws away this little Jesus figure that she carries with her all the time. And then, shortly after that, like Homelander kicks her off the team, fires her. Like, I don't need you anymore. Like, just kicks her to the curb. And when she tries to argue, like, I'm your most loyal person. Like, you need, like, please, I need this. That's when he just fucking kills her.
Just pushes her head into the side of an eagle statue and impales her. Like,
It's so fucked
fucking
up.
brutal, yeah. But it's, the guy that created The Boys, when I heard him talking about how he can't understand why anyone would think Homelander's the good guy, and he's like, basically, I couldn't spell it out like easier or more clearer for you idiots. But they do. There are people that think Homelander's the good guy, and I'm glad you brought the religion thing up. Something that was bothering me today, and then we'll move on to GTA 6 because that's what I wanted to talk about. It'll be more fun. It'll be playful. I saw Trump talking about the war in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, and he was talking about how Zelensky's doing a good job. He said Zelensky's a lot tougher than that everyone thought he was. A lot of people are dying on both sides, but he's doing really well. And it really bothered me, and it has always bothered me. It continues to bother me how we talk about death like a score in sports. and especially how people like Donald Trump, who is a proud Christian, and so many other proud Christians can treat war and death like it's nothing. Like it's just an afterthought. There are so many people, there are 80,000 people that died in Iran over this false war that we had over there, which we gained nothing, which Iran got everything. The only thing Iran sacrificed were school kids and innocent people. And, they don't give a shit about them anyway, so they didn't really lose anything. America loses a bunch of money. We lose our right to the freedom to go through the Strait of Hormuz, which they attacked a ship in the Strait of Hormuz today, so we'll see where that goes. But to hear them talking about all these people that have died, all the people that are dying in Russia, et cetera, and it doesn't matter to them. It doesn't move them. What religion, what Christ-like individual cares so little about the life of another human being? It makes no sense to me. And for all the shit that they try to spin to make Trump sound so fucking good and religious, I don't anyone who calls themselves a Christian can support war.
It was never about Jesus. It was never about actually following anything that was,
of course.
Again, this it's the same level of sports, or a similar level of sports and tribalism as you see in politics now at this point. It's about, I'm on the right side, I'm on the winning side. I'm going to tell you over and over that I am a Christ following individual, or that I'm going to heaven, and none of it means anything.
No.
When you actually put the feet to the fire of any of it, it's all lip service. And it's so easy to do now.
They like the title. They don't like the work required to actually be a true Christian.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There's a great, I don't remember her name, but there's a great series on YouTube called America's Greatest Conservative Christian, where this woman just it's very satirical and it's very funny. And she talks about what it takes to be a good Christian conservative. And if you get a chance to look it up, her name's Bowers, I think. It's very, very funny. You should check it out. I'll put a link in here in a little bit. And then I want to go back to something Dweezy said real quick, then we'll talk about GTA. Socialism did win in New York in the past couple days. And the more I hear about socialism, the more I go, shit, I think I'm a socialist. So,
I was going to say Bernie Sanders is making a lot of sense lately every time I hear him talking to groups.
Has been for a decade
right.
now.
He always has.
Longer than that, really.
Yeah, but even more so.
I'm one of those people that when I heard the term socialist, because people, a lot of time they compare socialism to communism, and socialism has such a derogatory vibe to it when you hear it out loud, because that's what they want you to think. But then you hear about socialism about everyone should be able to get healthcare without, going into poverty, women's rights, all the things that as a human being, you go, yeah, that makes sense. And then you hear so many people speak about socialism like it's the world's most evil cult. And it's like,
and most of them can't tell you why.
Right, what's bad about universal health care, man? What do you have against that?
Well, because the argument
for it.
The argument for the longest time, against communism and socialism, first of all, they want to call socialism communism,
right?
That's the two were exactly the same in a lot of people's minds. But the idea that the thing that you always see people talk about is how it's great on paper, but it never works out. Because somebody's always more equal than another person, that kind of shit, which is communism. That's the whole point of Animal Farm.
Yeah.
Democratic socialism is fantastic.
I agree.
A great form of government.
I feel I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's a phenomenal idea because it's the whole thing of people pay their taxes and then people decide what happens with those taxes. That's it. That's democratic socialism.
I've been looking for a bright light in the Democratic Party for years now. I've been so disillusioned with the Democratic Party since Joe Biden took office. Before then, even, a lot of us here, we're progressive, and we're very liberal, but we're not really Democrats. But I want to support the Democratic Party because they seem like the only party that, even though they're not perfect, for the most part, makes the most sense. But there are so many Democrats like Chuck Schumer, like Nancy, I can't think of her name right now. What is it? Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, people like that they're that old school Democrat, cowards and
they're basically conservatives.
Yeah, ineffective. And then you have people like Mamdani, you have AOC, the people that won these contests the last couple weeks. One guy who was not anti-Israel but pro-Palestine, and one guy who was absolutely pro-Israel, and pro-Israel lost. It feels like democratic socialism is the way of the future, and I cannot wait for the old Democrats and all the Republicans to team up to make sure it never goes anywhere else. Because from what I understand, the Democrats, the old blood of the Democrats, are terrified of this new, younger, aggressive Democratic Party, and they're doing everything they can to make sure it doesn't succeed.
That's because their
It's just
corporate
time for another
overlords are pissed about
shift.
it. Because a lot of those old
No more
Democrats
Adam
will be
Schiffs. Go ahead, Jesse.
Fucking Adam
Oh,
Schiff.
no.
No, a lot of those older Democrats are being paid by the same people that the older Republicans are.
Yeah, they're old white people. Old white people going old white people.
Like the rich people in control of. So you've got a bunch of these young people that are talking about defunding, and like Bernie Sanders has been like the bane of the existence of the super wealthy elite for a while now, because he's been preaching this message consistently since the fucking 60s. He's all about the rich people need to pay their shit.
But here's the problem. He could be the bane of their existence, but until other people jump on board with him, all he is a barking dog. He's not accomplishing.
You're correct, but that's exactly what you're talking about. There are now people jumping on board.
Right.
And that is terrifying these elites, because for the longest time it was just crazy old Bernie Sanders.
And to be fair, he did look like crazy old Bernie Sanders. Wild hair.
He still does.
Yes, he does.
He
He's
still
only
very
getting
much
older.
does. But he's still wonderful. Like he definitely has.
He's still completely caused the biggest difference.
Cognitive.
Is he makes sense when thank you.
Yeah.
He makes sense when he's talking. He is clear. He is concise. He is there.
So is Trump, my daddy.
No, he ain't.
I prefer to Donald Trump as my daddy's beefcake.
Get him, Dad.
Ew, no.
The way his arms drip off of the bone get me so hard.
Oh God.
Anyway, Michaela, don't abandon me now. We still got like an hour of this. No, we don't. I promise. Yeah, I sorry, make myself laugh sometime. I think that this new wave is exactly what the Democratic Party needs, because if they just keep with the old ways, nothing's going to happen. And the Republicans make me laugh. I mean, they all make me laugh, but the Republicans especially, because so many bootlickers, so many firecrackers out there stuck in the ass of Donald Trump, thinking that he's doing right by them when they've never made a single dollar more. Gas is out of control, affordability is out of control, and they still push the line, and it's honestly pathetic. It's sad. I'm not even mad about it anymore. It's just sad. Like, I feel like we should start a GoFundMe for these people, but instead of giving them money, we give them kicks to the taint.
I don't think you have to raise any money for that. You just do it.
Give them out for
Go do
free.
it.
Here's a free ball knocker for any Republican.
A lot of people are going to be willing to do that.
Okay, let's stop talking about politics. That's not fun. Let's talk about video games, because there are some things in this life that are worth living for. And is that thing GTA?
Oh,
We're
this ain't gonna
proud
be
to
fun.
announce, no, it's not. Here's why. One, GTA 6 doesn't even launch with multiplayer, which is a conspiracy, because what they're going to do, Steven and I were talking about it today, what they're going to do is they're going to release the multiplayer at a later time, probably as a separate purchase, I have a feeling.
Right.
And you may or may not even have to have GTA Plus to take part in it. That would be the ultimate kicker.
Right.
They really just try to turn it into an MMO like you and me and Lindsay and Bryant have played and a million times. I only leave Hunter out of it because he's smart and he does the freebies. He doesn't pay for shit. We have all spent money.
Unless I can pay and just have it, like
Yes,
Guild Wars.
right.
Like, that's
Guild Wars
different,
is a
but,
great
yeah,
program.
That's true.
So it's launching with no multiplayer, so I'm out. I immediately don't care. I have no interest in playing single player. If I want to be a criminal, I will just aspire to what my parents always thought I would be. I have that right.
This is also this isn't new ground for them. GTA 5 didn't launch with multiplayer.
We had an argument with this because Steven thought it was way down the line. I was like, no, it was right after it. We looked it up. It was 2 weeks.
That long.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
But still. Yeah.
Really? I thought it was much. I thought it was like 6 months.
No, 2 weeks
You're
after.
thinking, okay, I can help both of you with this. You're thinking of when it got good.
It took 6 months to. Yeah, I tried it when it came out. It was terrible.
It sucked from the
Yeah.
get-go. Yes,
Yeah,
it was bad.
Yeah, maybe that is the thing. Because I thought so they may have released it, and then I thought they stopped it for a while, and
They added a ton of stuff. I don't think
And
they
I know they've-
full-blown Realm Reborn it, but they added a I mean, obviously over this many years they've added stuff, but it was one of those times where they were like probably about 6 months down the line, they added just a huge dump of content and just fully changed the way it played.
Is anyone else slightly distracted by the Fabio model in the bottom right corner? Welcome, Bryant, to the show. Finally on video. Sexy motherfucker. Anyway, with your long hair and beard. God damn it. Anyway, get me all boned up over here. The other parts of it are that it's not launching with a disc, and they're being very, very vague on what that means. They did put out a statement, I think this is official, right, saying that there would be a disc version launching later
at some point. So the rumor is, speaking of weeks, the rumor is now that when the game comes out November 19th, you can either get it digitally or you can buy a quote unquote physical edition, but all that means is you get a box with a code in it. There's not going to be a game card
the same
or
deal
some
as
shit like that.
So they haven't said a disc.
No. Hang on. So Pocopia, you have a game key card, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, which is tradable.
That's
It's
different
just-
because you can resell that.
Right.
You have an actual cart you put in your Switch, right?
Yeah, the unlock the key. Yes. Yes.
Well, yeah, they did release a physical version, Lindsay. It just
okay,
and it came with a card that had a code on it.
Yeah, that's what Nintendo does. And to be fair to Nintendo, everyone complained about it at first, and I get it, but compared to what they're going to do with GTA 6, it's a much better option because they're trying to put
it's just an empty box.
It's just an empty box. And what that means, there are some people that might actually celebrate that and go, oh, good, put GameStop out of business. Fuck them, rip off and all that. Sure, you can celebrate that all you want. Just me, you, Hunter, and Lindsay, we remember this from when we worked together. Actually, Bryant worked at GameStop too, if I remember correctly. We remember all back in the day when the Xbox was announced and they were not going to do trade-ins and stuff like that. And
the Xbox One was announced,
yeah. Because
also, to Lindsay's credit, I do want to mention real quick that Pocopia wasn't this way, but there absolutely have been games that Nintendo has sold physical copies of that literally just came with a card, a card with a code on it inside.
Yeah, it's not an actual card; it doesn't go into your Switch.
Assassin's Creed is like that.
So again, the rumor is that. Sorry, go ahead, Brett.
Well, I was going to say, I know there was a really big controversy when Doom: The Dark Ages came out, and they were saying something about how the disc that you had was just it contained the link to download it or something like that.
That's been happening since the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Sure, but the disc still works. You can still resell the disc. Someone else can put the disc in. It's not a one-time code that works one time and that's it.
Right.
If the disc or the cartridge or whatever still allows other people to use it, you can loan it to a friend. You can sell it back to a reseller. Like you could sell it to a Gaming Grounds, to a GameStop, whatever. Don't sell it to fucking GameStop. You can do that. That's still property you own that you can do something with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I was going to say earlier, the rumor is that they are in fact going to launch a physical edition within possibly up to 2 weeks of the initial launch on November 19th. So as early as December, there may be a physical disc copy you can get. But again, no one has made that official yet.
But they have to. And here's why they have to. And if they don't, we should not accept it. I mean, we're not going to buy it anyway, but you should not accept it. And here's why. Because if GTA 6, which is scheduled to be the biggest video game launch in history, they have Strauss Zelnick announced that they have spent $1 billion on this game. This is going to be the biggest selling video game of all time, hands down. And yes, Michaela, it's only next gen. I don't think it's coming to PS5 or Xbox One. I don't know.
Right. I mean, current gen at this point, right?
Right.
I mean,
right. I think PS5 is Series X and PS5,
X.
not Xbox One, PS4.
Right.
But when this launches, if they don't launch a physical edition, that means the biggest selling video game of all time will only be available digitally, which means that one, you'll never own it. So the $80 or $100 you spend will not be yours. It is until they decide to take it away, if they decide to do that. And it's if you ever read the agreements that you sign when you log into these games, that's absolutely something that you agree to. And the other thing is, it sets a horrible, horrible precedent that anyone's going to start releasing games and not do physical copies at all. You will always be at the whim of the person, you know, that makes the game. And it doesn't sound bad in nature. They make the game. They should get all the profits. And I don't disagree with you, but it takes away your right to sell a game if you don't like it, if you're done with it, you want to trade it in. Look, I know I own a video game store and trading is my lifeblood, but even if I didn't own a video game store, I would say that all digital games as the only option is going to kill video games. It's going to kill the industry at some point. And we shouldn't stand for it. This should be the moment. This is the line in the sand moment, you know?
Hey, speaking of Rockstar setting a fucking precedent, what else are they setting a precedent with when it comes to this game?
The price?
Because it's not just there. It is.
Well, they didn't set the precedent.
Kind of
Nintendo beat them to it, right?
When they did that with Mario Kart,
well,
but
sort of. But hang on a second.
Unlock missions.
I've seen this argument a couple of times because, okay, let's put it cards on the table. GTA 6 has 2 editions that are coming out when it launches on November 19th. The standard edition is $80, which again, yes, Nintendo did launch Mario Kart World at $80. So it's not the first time it's ever happened, which was ridiculous. And then the ultimate edition, quote unquote, which includes a bunch of cosmetics. It includes weapons, vehicles, costume, or clothes, whatever you want to call it, hairstyles, etc. Another, again, I'm going to call it a rumor or the going theory, whatever you want to call it, is that all of this shit should have been in the base game.
It should be.
Everything they're describing should not be. So they're not selling you an $80 game. They're selling you, and that's the standard game, they're selling you at $80 GTA 6 Lite. And the actual game is $100 fucking dollars.
And
it's ridiculous.
There's missions that are locked behind that too, by the way.
Well, and
I'm sure
clothing styles and customizations and stuff like that. What was really going to upset me is I know what they're going to do. They're going to put it, if it's not day one launchable with the game, it will be on the disc. Oh, well, no, there is no disc. Never mind. So yeah, what video game companies do now, and we've all seen it, again, we've all worked in the business, they hold back content they've already created to sell it to you later at a higher price. And that is one of the worst parts about video gaming. Whenever you buy a game, you can be assured that all this content they've created that they sell you 6 months down the line has already been finished and is ready to go. They just hold it back so you pay more. Jesse, you and I know that for a fact because of Capcom. For which game was that came out? I think it was either Resident Evil or that. I'm pretty sure it was a Resident Evil game. When the game came out, people data mined the disc or whatever and found that all of the DLC was already on the disc, and all you were paying
a fighting game.
It was the PlayStation All Stars or something, wasn't it?
It wasn't PlayStation All Stars. It was. I'm pretty sure you're right that it was Capcom. Was it
Street Fighter?
Not it wasn't Street Fighter because I think that would have been a bigger deal.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken is what Doughball's saying. That sounds accurate. That sounds like the right time period.
That does sound correct. Yeah, that sounds right. That was a huge deal. Like all of the DLC, like you were basically paying to unlock stuff that you already had.
Yeah.
On the disc.
Yes.
Which is wild.
And they want you to pre-order this motherfucker. That's my favorite part. How many times have I said this now? And it's my favorite joke about it. Are they going to run out of ones and zeros? Like you need to pre-order a fucking digital game for what purpose? What are you getting?
They have to do this. They have to offer some kind of pre-order bonus, or this makes no sense. They're going to offer
all be digital bullshit again.
Right,
this is what pisses me off. I'm sorry to talk over you, but this is what I was going to say earlier. Do you remember the shit you used to get for pre-ordering or getting an ultimate
physical items?
Literal shit. And sometimes it was stuff that a lot of other people wouldn't give a shit about, or hey, the quality wasn't as good as they said it was going to be. But it was still a thing that you own. I remember in the in the comments of this, people were talking about the stuff that they got from GTA 4 and 5, like those lock boxes.
Oh yeah,
the posters,
the viewfinder.
I got a keychain with GTA 5 when I bought it in 2013 years ago. Fuck out of here. I think I still have it around here somewhere. Again, even if it was something little, you get it day one and that's what you get or whatever. Now it's all digital shit that's in the game itself. So again, this is to me the perfect example of, they are selling you. I remember that little sheet that came with an not Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon game. That was a GameStop. Yeah, I got one.
I still have 5 or 6
somewhere. I think.
Around here.
They said it's a billion of them. again, this to me is the perfect example of they are selling you shit that is already in the fucking game, and they're charging you an up price for it to say, I got the ultimate edition. No, the fuck you didn't. You got the actual fucking game, and you overpaid for it.
You got the plus 20 edition. Give us an extra $20.
You got the correct one.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, like, I don't always hate charging extra for cosmetic stuff. Like, that's fine. It was horseshit, the Street Fighter Cross Tekken was horseshit because it was already there. It was on the disc. Like, and especially at that time, it was stuff that, like, because that was still like the microtransactions were still kind of new back then. So it was extra shitty that it was something that normally, like, you would play the game to unlock
it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the idea of charging that amount extra just for digital items in the game.
When DLC was first announced, and I'll never forget the first DLC on consoles, was that fucking horse armor in Oblivion. That's what set all this horse shit into play.
The microtransaction, right? Like, that was the...
Yeah, it was you bought it.
Like
it was
$5.
It was an add-on.
Yeah.
Right. And it created a nightmare ever since then. But I remember the hope at the time was, man, you could put out a video game and extend the life of that game for years to come because you don't have to release another game. You can just keep making content.
Done that.
Some people have done that.
Yeah.
But
I've often argued that's the best form of DLC. Like, Borderlands did it correctly. Like, the game releases, and then 3 months later, like, you've got a full and complete product. 3 months later, they're like, here's an extra little bit on top if you want to play it. And then they do that 3 or 4 more times, and that now you have more game, and it's only like $10 to $20. Because I think back then it was like,
isn't that exactly what we're complaining against? Here's the game, and now here's extra stuff that they probably already made, and they're going to sell you later.
No, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this stuff wasn't ready on day one. It's just like
that you have a full and
complete game. You have a full and complete game, and then they release more story content down the road. I actually like that a lot.
Story content is at least different from cosmetics.
Yes,
that's different.
My dream was, as a wrestling fan, back in the day I used to play the games real hard, is that you would buy a wrestling game, and instead of buying a game every year, they would just add in the new wrestlers when they made them and charge you extra money for them. But that's not what they do.
Right.
They release the same game every year, and sometimes you even have to buy the same wrestlers over and over again. And we accept it.
Every 10 years they update the graphics of the engine.
We're still waiting.
They take a bunch of stuff out and then they sell it back to you 3 years later and act like, this is back, guys.
We've done well.
It left years ago, but we brought it back. We heard you.
Yes.
It's
for
all
all
the
part
problems
of the
that it
plan.
has. The version you're talking about of, we sell you a few things here and there, but the base game either never really changes other than improvements here and there, or we came up with some new stuff and then we'll charge for it. For all the problems it has, Fortnite is basically exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Fortnite's been around a decade at this point, and anything you can buy for it is strictly cosmetic. The game plays exactly the same whether you spend not one dime on it or hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, you might not like the way it plays, and that's completely fair. And it's, again, there's a bunch of other problems with the way Fortnite is doing shit right now, but
yeah, that's
that
the
basically
dream.
Was that version of that model. Yeah, to some degree.
Because look at Call of Duty.
I fully understand. Right. Oh, God. I fully understand that not every game is going to be free from the get-go. I get that. But again, $100 for the full single-player experience for GTA. And look, man, I'll be the one. I'm probably the only one here, I guess, amongst the people that are on here right now, I think. I actually really enjoyed the story to GTA 5 as best I can remember 13 fucking years ago when I played it. I've played through all of those games in terms of just their single player games. That at the time, that's what I did. I didn't play a lot of online multiplayer at all. I cannot imagine how good or how lengthy a game would have to be to justify $100 for a single player experience.
The AI, Hunter, alone is driving the cost up.
Oh my God.
Well, that also, look, we don't have time to talk about this all night because we got to get to the subject and get the fuck out of here. But it brings up another argument of what constitutes a full game. Because a game that I get pissed about is like Diablo 4. You want me to pay full price for the game, then you want me to buy all the expansions, and then you want to sell all this extra shit you're making and a battle pass. But at the same time, Diablo 4 had a ton of content in it, had a full storyline and a ton of cosmetics. and yet I still complain. So are we, the gamers, more entitled? Do we have a sense of entitlement now? Of, well, the game
part of
you
the
put
problem
out
is
wasn't
that
enough.
the goalposts keep shifting too, right? Because I was just going to say, had I not bought Diablo 4 at launch, had it been on Game Pass from launch like it is now, it would have been a totally different story. I'm already paying for that service. I've already paid for the game plus all these other games I'm getting. I wouldn't have felt as bad about buying individual expansions because I'm not already $60 deep into this thing. But when I am already $60 deep into it, and then, well, you don't necessarily need the new expansion. You can keep playing the game. Okay, no big deal. But you can't play this character. Okay, well, that's fine. Well, the longer you wait on that, eventually it does feel like you're getting half a game or all the other stuff that's been added afterward. When the goalposts keep changing, I think that's where the delineation comes in.
And I do, at least like with Diablo and Blizzard in general has been like fairly good about this because World of Warcraft does the same kind of shit. They give you the game, and then every like 2 years, they charge you another $40, or I guess it was $50 for this most recent one. $50 for another expansion, another set of story. Diablo 4 and World of Warcraft both now, whenever you buy the newest expansion, that gets you all the extra content. Diablo is a little different than World of Warcraft, though, and it's a little silly. I guess it's because the base game is on Game Pass. But like with Diablo 4, if you buy the newest expansion, you get the last expansion as well. But like the base game, because I guess it's free on Game Pass, is the reason they do it that way.
Because I thought you had to buy the expansions separately for Diablo.
No, if you buy the new expansion, it comes with if you buy the Lord of Hatred, it comes with the Vessel of Hatred.
No, that's pretty good. But I do want to disagree with you on Warcraft though, because I've been playing MMO since Ultima Online. I was there when they released Ultima Online Renaissance. I bought it. I bought the Second Age. I bought all the UO expansions, and I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't have a problem buying the World of Warcraft expansions until they started introducing real money stuff into the game as well. You remember the $90 Brontosaurus? The tree.
The Brontosaurus.
That's where I was building up to. I was building up to the tree. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Brontosaurus that was so popular made them just a ridiculous amount of money. My little brother talked my family into just giving me the money to buy the Brontosaurus because I refused to buy it for myself, and I still wouldn't buy it because I cannot in my brain justify spending $90 on a single mount.
Now they want you to pay $70 for a treehouse along with some extra stuff, when they said they weren't going to go back on that. They weren't going to make this stuff real money. They weren't gonna you weren't gonna be able to buy anything here you couldn't get in the game or whatever. They've gone back on so many promises now, and as long as we keep funneling money into these fuckers' pockets, they'll keep doing it. Meanwhile, then these companies lay off tons of people. Just today, all of the Destiny crew is gone, along with a chunk of Marathon. They're out because they didn't make enough money.
And also every console's $100 more.
Yep. Everything just went up in price again.
But yeah, the only thing that really drives me nuts about so normally I would not give a shit about the Brontosaurus. I would not normally give a shit about the fact that they're charging $90 for it. Same thing with the Treehouse. What's pissing me off about the way Blizzard is doing this, though, is that they're not just releasing this for a ridiculous amount of money. They're doing the super predatory ass FOMO shit.
Yeah,
it's a limited time thing. Yeah, you can only get the Brontosaurus for the next 3 months.
You don't want to look like a knuckle dragging hillbilly, do you?
You want this mount? You got to buy it now. And they're doing the same shit with the housing stuff. Like I said, I don't give a shit. It's all cosmetic. You don't need that stuff to play the game. You can still enjoy World of Warcraft by itself. The everything is there. If you want your house to look a little bit more special, you want to drop that money, that's fine. But Blizzard has to stop. That's the only thing about this that really pisses me off is because FOMO is so predatory, especially in a game like World of Warcraft where you have a bunch of people, I think literally every person here included, that have that collector mentality.
That's why I can't go back to it.
But you can always come back, Shelby.
I'm very proud of myself on the housing because of all of this, I'm kind of I don't really give a shit at this point. Because I don't live in WoW. I do worry about the people that do live in WoW and
I live in one.
fall prey to that.
Yeah, because there are a lot of people that have your same collector mentality that don't have that kind of restraint on it. Like they're not talked out of it. They're like, ooh. And I mean, like, as shit, I did this shit with, and so did Shannon with, like, League of Legends. Like, League of Legends hit, they're like, all right, limited time skins, they're $20 a piece. Like, whoo, those are real nice, and I can't get this any other time. Or less League of Legends for Shannon. He did buy a couple of those.
I bought a couple skins, yeah. A couple of them. Heroes of the Storm.
But I was about to say Heroes of the Storm was a big one for that. Like, I hate the FOMO stuff. The FOMO stuff pisses me off.
FOMO needs to die. Yeah, and that's one thing I will give. We were shitting on WWE earlier. At least with their Battle Pass, which is ridiculous that they have one, but they take the same approach to it that Marvel does, or I guess whatever the company is that does Marvel Rivals, where you can always go back and unlock stuff from previous seasons, even if you miss out on them. NetEase. Yeah, I think that's what it is. WWE does the same thing. So if you didn't finish your battle passes, you can still go back and do them. And I do appreciate that because FOMO is one of the worst parts of gaming. In fact, everything's getting terrible. I'm looking for something that I can go, well, at least this isn't that bad. And then I say, well, at least I still have A24. They're a great movie company that makes great films. And, wait, hold on, Hunter. Hold on, Hunter. I'm seeing a news article here. God damn it. For fuck's sake.
I really wish we had something you could easily flip over that wouldn't actually get fucked up when you did it. Like, it just looks, there you go.
All right.
Google just throwing them money.
Everything's terrible. Everyone's greedy. Everyone wants to get paid. They don't fucking care. And as long as we accept it, they'll keep doing it. Whether it's politics or sports or video games, whatever it is, as long as we accept and just kind of go, well, that's the way it is. It doesn't have to be. Fuck. Oh, God damn it. Motherfucker, I forgot. The real motherfucker of the week. Derek Savage. Daddy Derek.
Oh, yeah.
Piece
Last
of
week, all this
trash.
shit has happened
Cool
again.
Cat is using AI.
Derek
Cool
Savage,
Cat.
who makes terrible films about a little anthropomorphic shit fuck named Cool Cat. He loves you. He makes these terrible low budget films that are so awful, and we laugh at them and whatever. But at least he makes them. The green screen effects are terrible.
Well,
the acting's atrocious. He did because now Cool Cat and Derek Savage. This is why, until last week, I had a small defense of AI when it comes to creativity. I thought, man, AI, there can be use. We can do it. We can merge AI with creativity. I've been using it for music, and I feel like I've created things. I feel like I've done stuff. And I thought that was accurate until I heard Derek Savage say the same shit through his giant fucking anteater nose and buck teeth. And the moment I heard him talking about it, and I saw the video that he's so proud of Cool Cat and this blonde AI person going on a little surf in the water on surfboards, constantly shifting their faces, constantly shifting the direction they're going in, and it's horrible. And it's got the music playing in the background, and he says, I scored the music yesterday. And then he proudly puts up this like roadmap of, here it is, we'll be the first studio to do an all AI film, animated film, all AI this, all AI that. I worked so hard at this. And my reaction was, you didn't work hard on this. At least, at the very minimum, okay? Let me pour my heart out. The very minimum. I put a lot of work into the things that I did because I wanted them to be good. And if it was less than good, and if it was embarrassing, I didn't do it, and I worked on it until it was better. The shit I saw from him was 100%, I don't fucking care, and I just want to put it out there, and I think I'm a creator and an artist. And the problem is, as much as I say I work harder on it, and I do a better job, I said it before, and now it's more true than ever. He's eating fucking Funyuns, I'm eating steak dinners, but we're eating at the same fucking table. And I can no longer in good conscience support it in any way. And shame on Derek Savage. Shame on him for taking this thing, as bad as it was, and selling out any ounce of creativity and artistic merit that he had just because it's easy and cheap. Fuck him. And that makes me so mad.
Yeah. I don't know if this is satire, but I Googled what you were just talking about. This looks bad.
It's bad.
It's a viable reaction to seeing Cool Cat for the first time.
The title.
Yeah, even pre-AI Cool Cat, in fairness.
Cool Cat stops a school shooting.
He
Cool
probably
Cat,
didn't even write the
Stranger
script.
Danger.
He probably just
Stranger
prompted
Danger.
all of it.
Well, of course he prompted all of it. None of it's good in any way. It's all trash. And by the way, with that said, and I mean this from the bottom of my fucking heart, I still hate the word slop. Stop using the fucking term because you're going to turn people against it, just like they turned woke into a dirty word. Slop is an
Lost all
annoying
meaning.
fucking phrase. It loses all meaning when you use it that way. Call it what it is. Artistically bankrupt. That's what it is. Okay?
Yeah.
AI has no place in art. You want to use it to make a funny little video? Fine. You want to make it use it to make a stupid picture? Okay, you're still hurting the environment, but at least you're leaving art alone. But when you have the audacity to say, this is my movie that I made and I scored and I directed and you didn't do a fucking thing, I draw the line. I'm done. I'm out. And unlike Republicans, when I say I'm out, I'm actually fucking out. Yes,
It's one of those things,
I agree.
like, I'm still on like the general side of like, if you want to use AI to try to like, flex some creative muscles, like you want to like, just experiment with some stuff, that's fine. I really hate it when people that can afford to not use AI decide to do so.
To be fair,
that's the shit that pisses me off.
I don't think Derek Savage can afford to not use AI.
He has before.
But the problem with Derek
He was
Savage,
still doing it with the costume. Animated costume.
And he's also trying to make money off of
that's
it,
the big
to be
thing.
fair.
That's the big thing.
He's-
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything I have ever created using artificial intelligence, whether it's the music that I've done and written myself and edited and all that and mixed,
for the love of the game.
I do it for the love of the game. I do it because I just want to put something out that's fun. I had an idea for a sci-fi story that I could fuse with music that I could not do in any other way, but I never charged for it, not a penny. Any of the little graphics we make for like the wrestling stuff, because I put the terrible wrestler picture into ChatGPT and I say, make the lighting better. Just make the lighting better and more dramatic. We'll never charge a dime for that because it's not art. It's just a means to an end for people that can't afford to professionally do this stuff constantly. But to sell the product is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. And I would rather have, Hunter, because we've been watching a lot of cheap movies on the show sometimes. I would rather have the Mad God 5 fucking stars compared to anything Derek Savage would ever put out because they put the fuck. We said this when we reviewed it. You could tell it was a labor of love. We just didn't like it, but bless him for doing it.
Hated that movie, but my God, Phil Tippett spent so much time making that movie do what it did. Even Lindsay said, as much as she hated it, I mean, clearly it's impressive.
It's a work of art.
Just
not for us.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And that's how art should be. Like, art is not for every single body, but it is fucking human made, man.
Right. And when humans take themselves out, what do you got? Until you start making, Android wives that I can afford on the cheap, I won't hear it. Because I'm a man. All right. That's it for this. It's time to get to our very quick top 4 as we finish off movies for the week. We finish it off. We've had a great month. We had a great month of video games. After this, next week, you can tune in for an all-new top 5 with a new topic. We're finally going back to the old ways. But before that, we don't make a lot of money on this show. In fact, some would say we make nothing. In fact, we lose money on this show, just like a Cape Girardeau wrestling promotion. So, to help pay some of the bills, Hunter, could you read off tonight's sponsors?
Tonight's episode of After Dark is brought to you by Don't Squirt on the Wall, brother, and D-Cat Fur My Face. We're also sponsored by a Cheesy Bean Bicep, an Internal Dog Situation, and Little Candy Raccoon.
They're tasty.
Tonight's show is brought to you by, oh God, I like this one, Hog Hogan and the Ultimate Cornhole, Weird-Eyed Son, Appalachian Possum's Beard Cream, and Cite Your Lizard Barn Sources. We're also brought to you by Raoul in the Towel and Get Little Mouse Fingers Cheese Extended. And finally, my absolute favorite in a while, is just good. Our show tonight is brought to you by The Insatiable Star Horse.
Oh my.
With the eternal
I love that
neighing.
Star Horse.
Okay.
Even Shelby loves that Star Horse.
Well, everyone loves a Star Horse. Remember that old show that Ed McMahon used to host, Star Horse Search? Dalton still hates you, by the way.
I
sure,
know
not
he
me.
does.
Oh yeah, well I'm sure he hates you too if you start bashing him.
I bash Dalton all the time.
Mouse Busters. It's Ghostbusters, but you're a mouse.
I saw that on the Steam sale, Switch sale, something. I don't know.
I'll have to look this up. They also released a mod.
It's like
for,
a puzzle game, though.
There's a Ghostbusters Genesis mod that changes it to the real Ghostbusters, and it puts Winston in the game because Winston wasn't in there originally. So that's pretty cool. All right, movie time. We're talking about our top movies in a couple different categories, finishing off the list. Fortunately, Tanner not here with us tonight, and he didn't send us his list, so maybe he'll tell us next week. Maybe he'll pop on in, taking a barrel down Waylon Jennings' waterfall. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's just a beer spout in his backyard. Tonight's topics: favorite editing, criminally overlooked, not usually my thing, but and everyone should watch. Brian, since you're back here, we're going to start with you. Tell us a film that you think has your favorite editing.
Avatar.
Which one?
First one.
The Blue People or
Blue People
the,
or Ball Boy?
or Shyamalan?
Not Yang. The Blue People. James
Okay.
Cameron.
James Cameron's Avatar.
Watching the little particles in that film the very first time, that's what I was more impressed with, was just the tiny floaty things.
Yeah, that could also be really good for like last week's cinematography pick. Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, it was really strange. Like I came out of the movie theater, I looked around Cape Girardeau, and I was like, I'm depressed. This is not.
This isn't pretty at all.
People would just do that too.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, normal Cape Girardeau reaction.
Lord. It's horrible. All right. Hey, play along in the chat with us, by the way. Zach won't be here with us tonight. He's currently watching Supergirl, the story of a cave woman who becomes superpowered.
Oh my god.
I hate people.
I'm jealous. I'm really excited about that movie.
I hate it here. I hate it on this planet.
Tomorrow.
So play along in the chat. Tell us what your movies are your favorites. Jesse, yeah, we're going to go to you with best editing.
All right. So this one, I did something kind of similar to what I did for favorite screenplay. I think once again, like I just don't have the enough appreciation for film to come up with a favorite editing. So I decided to do a favorite, if you want to call it like a director's cut, basically a change in the film after the theatrical release, like a different release of the film, is how I've chosen to interpret this topic. And I'm going to go with Walk Hard, a Dewey Cox story. Because the film is phenomenal by itself. The director's cut adds just even more comedy. It's a good time.
I've never seen it.
I don't think I've ever seen the director's cut of that. I've seen the original. The only thing I remember is just that scene of Tim Meadows in the other room going, "No, Dewey, you don't want to be in here." Actively doing drugs, and he's like, "You don't want to be part of this, man." And of course, they're having addictive? A great time.
Yeah. I love that fucking scene. He's like, "Is it addictive?" No, there's no, because they're just smoking weed at first. It's like, no, it does not have addictive. All right, well, you know what? Does it make sex bad? Like, no, it makes sex awesome. I think I want to do it.
No, you don't.
Is the poster supposed to be like a ripoff from the Doors album?
This is Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Isn't it Johnny Cash?
It was based around the Johnny Cash film.
The whole story. Well, it was supposed to. It was mostly based around Johnny Cash, but it was just kind of like every single biopic that came out, or biopic, however you want to say it, was like it followed the exact same formula. And Dewey Cox or Walk Hard made fun of that,
right?
Mostly referencing the Johnny Cash film, but it was so good at making fun of those movies that we didn't get like a musical artist biopic for years after Walk Hard.
They were too scared.
Pop star. Never stopping.
I love Pop Star too. That's such a good movie.
God. Don't remind them. I don't want to watch it for Nostalgia November. All right. This is one of our favorite segments on the show. It's called In Between Kimbles, We have in the chat, Doughball said Hardcore Henry. That's actually, I've never seen that film, but visually extremely impressive. If I remember correctly, and quote me if I'm wrong, that's the movie that's shot entirely from the first person, right? Like you were seeing it through his eyes. It's a POV movie and it's an action film. Dweezy said Saving Private Ryan, the beach sequence, the D-Day beach sequence.
God, yeah.
Yes.
That's really good.
That was really good. Damn, Michaela, I almost said Kill Bill. I agree. Kill Bill has great editing. And Dunkirk or the Raid movies.
I fucking love the Raid movies. I brought that up as best to watch with friends like a few weeks ago. That's such a good movie.
I liked it better when it was called Dread.
It came out before Dread.
Shelby, best editing.
I went with like in the movie edits, so I went with Scott Pilgrim.
That's good editing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie doesn't
That was
get enough
immediately
love.
one of the first one I thought about.
I hate that movie came out on the same day as Fist Power. What's it called? Old Arms.
It should have been called that.
Old Arms and the Machine Gun Girl.
The
Yeah.
Expendables.
The Expendables.
Oh, yeah.
Old Arms and the Machine Gun Girl.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim was one of those, like, I mean, it's a cult classic now, and, like, the DVD release is huge.
We'll talk about it soon.
So shut up, Jesse. Damn.
My bad.
Anywho, Scott Pilgrim was a great choice. It's visually.
Oh, I just knocked over so many things.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
The avalanche.
While the Kimballs take
that sounded
a
bad.
break, let's go to Hunter. Hunter, what's your favorite editing?
I think I talked about this when we reviewed this movie for extras and epilogues because it was surprisingly the first time I'd ever seen it. Jaws, I think, is the best edited movie of all time. I think Jaws, hands down, has it covered. Because not only does it have extremely interesting like camera work from Steven Spielberg to then edit, and I forget the woman's name who edited it, but he put his like trust into her to edit it basically into his vision. And man, from the way that it's cut to the choices that are made and what is and isn't shown, I don't think it gets any better than that. I'm almost positive I talked about this when we recovered it for E&E. But
It's got that part where it's like dun 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 dun.
I mean, it does have that part. You're right. That is true.
It's one of my
But yeah, I
favorite
mean,
parts.
for a movie to come out in the 70s, look that realistic at the time anyway. And pull that off, not just because of the special effects, but the way the movie is cut. I don't know how you get any better than that.
Well, I think my friend's gonna disagree with you though, because I have a hard time with this one, and I'm rethinking my pick. So I'm gonna tell you what my pick was at first, but then I'll disqualify it. So my pick originally was The Usual Suspects, because it's a fantastic film, edited very well, creates a great sense of mystery, especially at the end when you figure out who Kaiser Soze really is. But because Kevin Spacey's in it, I'm going to disqualify it. I'm only using that as a bullshit excuse to go to my other pick, which is the original Alien. When you said Jaws, I went, oh shit, it's Alien. You know?
Yeah, that's a good one too.
The amount of terror that it conveys through the editing with the sounds and the visuals, it all works together to create just an atmosphere. When I think of editing, I think what builds great atmosphere. What's atmospheric? And I don't think there's anything more atmospheric than Alien, other than maybe Jaws, because Alien is just Jaws in space, and Jaws is Alien in water. Thanks, Uncle.
Do not put Alien in
Carell.
water.
All right, Lindsay, favorite editing.
I went with Big Fish because when you switch back and forth between the reality and like the tall tale fantasy telling of stuff, like it blends so well and just gives you like an ethereal feel as you're like listening to the more like unrealistic aspects of the stories that are being told.
Yeah, Big Fish is a sad film. It's a Burton film, if I remember correctly. It's
Yes.
It is.
yeah, when he was still making very good films.
Yes.
I love the ending, as sad as it is. I think Ewan
Mhm.
McGregor's in it, right?
Yes, he's the main character.
Yes. He's fantastic. Very, very good. And no more Tim Burton films for the show. Okay. We're going to start up at the top.
I don't have any more. I can promise you that.
No one does. Starting back at the top for Criminally Overlooked. Now, this is a film that came out and just for whatever reason didn't succeed. It's something that everyone kind of passed by it and everyone should watch it. So, well, except for the one that says everyone should watch. This ain't that. So, Brian, what's Criminally Overlooked in your opinion?
And that's a hard one because I haven't seen a lot of movies. But I guess one Halloween, me and my friends rented a bunch of movies, like not like actual scary movies, but like ones that we were like, oh, we're gonna laugh at this and like a Halloween thing. And one of them was called Pinocchio. I can't remember if there was like more to that title or not, but it's a horror movie. And from the box art, it looked like it was shit. It's one of the best horror movies I ever seen. The ending blew me like away. I wasn't expecting it at all. And anyone else I've ever spoken to about it has never watched it or heard about it.
What was it again?
It's Pinocchio. It's
Pinocchio. Oh, never mind. Pinocchio Unstrung is coming out in 2026.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. It was freaking me out.
No,
I'm
I think
like,
I've seen this movie. Are you talking about the one where like a little girl has him and he's like
Yeah,
a
Pinocchio's
killer?
Revenge.
Yeah,
Like
I've seen
a
it.
bunch of
Came out in '96.
Pinocchio's Revenge.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a great movie. The ending is
That's
phenomenal. I didn't see it coming at all.
I agree with that. That is a very, very strange movie. The one thing... No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to talk about that. Okay. Good pick. All right, let's go to Jesse.
All right. A goofy movie gets a whole lot of love, particularly from me. An extremely goofy movie.
It's also really good.
An extremely goofy movie is a very, very good film. Shannon, why are you exasperated?
I was thinking of something I had read earlier.
Okay. Anyway, an extremely goofy movie is an excellent film. Did not get near the love still does not get near the love that a goofy movie's got. But also just an excellent film.
It's just as good.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie. The music's not quite as good. I mean, well, okay, the music's not even close to as good as a
You get
goofy
Disco
movie,
Duck.
You do get Disco Duck. Like it's because it's a lot more like I don't think there's much original much of an original soundtrack to the film. It's just pre-existing music. It's all good, it's all well done. It's just you had a phenomenal original score in a goofy movie that you're lacking in an extremely goofy movie.
Is Powerline in
PJ
it?
gets a girlfriend.
No.
Well, there you go.
PJ does get a girlfriend.
This one's about esports.
Yeah, because it released in like 2001 or some shit like that. Or
And Goofy goes back to college.
Yeah, and Shelby and I actually, that was our cosplay at Indiana Comic Con the last time we went, was PJ, and she doesn't ever get a name in the film. Beret
It's just
Girl
Beret Girl, yeah.
Beret Girl, Monica Lewinsky.
She's a coffee house beatnik chick.
Yeah. And only one person recognized me as PJ, or like two people, I think, recognized me as PJ.
But only one person recognized me.
Yeah, like they would see, like the two people that recognized me, they would see me like, holy shit, PJ! And then they would look down at the show and be like, oh, it's Beret Girl! And that was very funny.
And it was really funny too, because I would kind of step out from beside him, because they would be on like his side as we were walking, and I'd just be like, hi, I'm also part of this costume.
They would look at you and just push you out of the way. Go out of the way, you. PJ!
It's my turn now.
Like you're an accessory.
All right. Let's go in between Kimbles. Michaela, I know you didn't just say Suicide Squad. It better be the
I
James
think she
Gunn
also
Suicide
say that
Squad.
for overhated.
Yes.
Oh, Michaela.
I mean, just on principle alone, it can't be overlooked because that movie was all over the fucking place.
I couldn't
Yeah,
stop
it
seeing
won-
that fucking thing.
It won an award for like best music, and it won a Razzie for
It did have good
being
music.
terrible.
It did have good music.
I think it was it music? I thought it was costuming or something.
Oh,
or,
may
like,
have been
makeup.
costumes. You might be right.
Yeah, because it was a
I
soundtrack.
think it was
more than a
makeup
score.
because it was like King Shark. or
Nobody's
something,
ever
you
gonna
know?
make me hit. Well, that's the other Suicide Squad. Well, are you talking, Michaela? Are you talking
Yeah,
about
he was only
Leto, or are you talking about
Are you talking about the
Cena.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah, because there's a good one that has John Cena, and there's a shitty one that has Will Smith.
That's true.
The 2016 one, the Will Smith one, did win the Academy Award for Best Makeup.
Best makeup. There you go.
The first one
Yep.
was Smith.
Ugh.
Oh,
It's so bad.
it's
Such a
okay.
terrible
Yeah.
movie.
It's okay.
And
They
here's the
have
thing:
their opinion.
you're welcome to like it, but it's not overlooked.
Yeah, that's true.
And
People looked; they chose to go away.
I did not like that film, but I'm not going to mock you for liking it. I reserved that for Tanner.
Yeah, I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Dopal said
They
Night
saw
of
it.
Something Strange. I don't know that one. I'll have to look into that one.
I don't know what that is.
Dweezy said Project X. I think I remember that. That was the superhero movie, right? Like with the teenagers.
No, there's where you're fucking up. You're thinking of Chronicle, and Chronicle was an overlooked movie. That was Max Landis's movie. Project X was like a weird time travel thing with Miles Teller, and it was overlooked because of Superbad, and people were right to once again overlook it because of Superbad.
I don't think I've
It's
ever heard
not
of Project
like
X. I
Superbad.
gotta look that up.
It's-
Yeah, I've also never heard of
it's
Project
fine.
X.
And I just don't know what Night of Something Strange is. That seems like something I would watch. It sounds strange, and if there's something strange in my neighborhood,
Yeah, it's fine, but Chronicle is if it had been Chronicle, I would have agreed with you.
yeah, no, I'm thinking about the one. It's the guy that played the Goblin in the Amazing Spider-Man. He's one of them. Yeah,
That's Chronicle.
Right.
Dane DeHaan.
right. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay, Shelby.
Oh, what is it? Which one is it?
I don't remember. Criminal Overlooked.
Fern Gully.
I liked Fern Gully. I gave it 2 thumbs up.
It's a good movie.
I
think we
really,
all
really
did.
like it. I actually was watching a video about it on YouTube a little bit ago, and apparently Disney tried everything in its power to stop that movie from happening.
Yeah, there was an
And-
actor that was in it that they was it.
It's Robin Williams.
It's Robin Williams,
Yeah.
yeah. He said he would not. He refused to stop working on Fern Gully,
Yeah.
and then they tried to buy out every studio that they were
That's
trying to
'cause-
work in.
Katzenberg's a dick.
She's right. No one likes Katzenberg.
Yeah. And it's weird, like you hear a lot of love about a lot of those old, like, obviously you have the huge Disney movies like your Lion Kings and your Aladdins, but some of those other movies like your Fern Gullies, you hear almost nothing about it anymore.
Because they got swallowed up other than the home video.
They made sequels though. That ruined it, unfortunately.
Yeah, let's not revisit that, please.
All right, Double H.
Oh, this is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And it's the story you were already telling, criminally overlooked. Like, don't get me wrong, after the fact, yes, people glommed onto it, but it was completely blown out of the water at the box office by The Expendables.
Yeah.
Everybody went to see The Expendables, completely left this thing high and dry, which is ridiculous because it was so fucking good. And then it
There was
went on
also-
to become a cult classic.
There's so much hype around that movie too. It blew me away that it didn't do it, because I was super excited about it. Like, I was so excited about it that I read the comic books.
Yeah.
Because I heard how good it was going to
Yeah.
be.
But
I
you're
was so
over,
excited about the movie in general.
you're overlooking the star power of Sylvester Stallone,
Oh,
Jason
no,
Statham.
like,
you know what I
I-
mean? Like it's
I understand, I understand there's some, like, I guess, market crossover there. It was just weird to me that, like, the movie, it was marketed so well, and it had so much hype going into it. Like, I remember there was, like, that was before you could do, like, your Facebook stuff all the time. People were making, like, Scott Pilgrim versions of themselves for, like, Facebook profile pictures, and, like, there was all this marketing around it. Like, the video game hit, like, there was so much for Scott Pilgrim, and yeah, like, it flopped massively in theaters.
so I need to there's a bit of debate here in the chat. I want to settle things up real quick because everybody's right.
Yeah.
But I know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
so
we've been trying to figure it all out.
So, there, I think and Doball, correct me if I'm wrong. You were thinking Super 8, the Spielberg movie.
With
Not
the Alien?
Yeah. So Super 8 was the one with the kids and the alien, and then there was Project Almanac, and then Project 8 is the Tony Hawk game.
Yeah, so
That's the
Project
one. Yeah.
Almanac is the time travel movie.
Right.
Project 8 is a Tony Hawk thing. Super 8's the kids with the aliens, the Spielberg thing.
Right.
And
Too many
then-
things.
Yeah,
Too many things.
yeah. It was a lot of different stuff. But yeah, Project X is a party movie. I then apparently I've never seen Project X. I guess I'm completely off base on that one. I still am willing to believe Superbad is better, but I think my friend will back me up on this one. But
you pointed at Shelby.
If he's referring to this friend, yes. Yes,
on my screen, he's this one.
Oh, point the other way. Point the other way for posterity's sake. Posterity. God damn it. Hey,
posterity.
My most criminally overlooked film, and only because in watching all of the Kevin Smith movies this month, I realized that not enough people have watched or like this movie, and for me, it's Chasing Amy. I get Chasing Amy is a cult classic at this point, and it has been very influential in a lot of circles. But there's still a lot of people that when you say Kevin Smith, they go Jay Silent Bob, Clerks, even Clerks, right. And they hardly ever say Chasing Amy. And I think Chasing Amy is Kevin Smith's best film.
Kevin Smith, from my understanding, agrees with you. That's his favorite movie. That
most people agree with me. Like people that have watched all of them, most of them say Chasing Amy is the best because it's
that or Clerks.
It's that or Clerks. It's just a good story. It's very touching. It has Kevin Smith humor, but it has a point. It's very, very in that time period, and just great performances by Ben Affleck and Joey Lauren Adams. But you try to tell people about Chasing Amy, and they're just like, I don't know that one. And it's like, come on, bro.
Well, Zach thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
He gave it one.
He gave it one up. He gives Bloody Clowns from the Ass Planet fucking 2 thumbs enthusiastic up.
First of all, he hasn't yet. That'll be October. And secondly, well, I'll be on it. Bloody Clowns from the Ass Planet. All right.
He'll appreciate that. He'll appreciate that. But yeah, if you've never seen Chasing Amy, it's also got the best Silent Bob part. Like, Silent Bob has some pretty good parts in different movies. I was thinking about this, Hunter. I meant to mention it when we were reviewing all the films. It's kind of like King of the Hill for me and Dale Gribble. I like Dale better in the first seasons when he was more, like quiet and toned down. And Silent Bob's the same way. Yeah. When Silent Bob is really kind of quiet and kind of cool, he just kind of sits there and watches stuff. I like that so much more than the Silent Bob later, who's like all like moving around and
He gets more like that by the time Strike Back.
Yeah,
that's
he's full on.
Once he has to be a main character, then he has
to
do animated to be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Chasing Amy, that's my pick. Lindsay.
Disney's Oliver and Company is extremely overlooked to the point that it didn't even get a home video release until it was re-put out in theaters in 97. Because it came out the same year as The Land Before Time, and it kicked its ass.
Yeah, to Lindsay's point, I actually didn't know that Oliver and Company existed before we saw it in theaters in 97. And so I remember we were talking about, I want to say the first time this movie came up, and Lindsay was talking about the original release of the movie, and I was like, I remember watching that in theaters as a kid.
Because it got a re-release, and I told my mom if she didn't buy me the VHS when it came out, I was going to be a very upset individual, because I had been craving re-seeing this again, because little 6-year-old me was told I had to pick between the movie with the little orange kitty cat or the movie with the dinosaurs, and that was very unfair, but I picked the little orange kitty cat, and I do not regret it to this day, because Grandma bought Land Before Time the next year on VHS, and I got to watch it whenever I wanted.
Got the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. Okay. I can't say anything because I don't know anything about Oliver and Company. I don't think I've ever seen it.
So it's just Oliver Twist with animals, and it's the first movie that Disney had big name people doing the voices. Because they got Billy Joel to be the main dog. They had Bette Midler in it. They had Cheech Marin was in it. Very young Joey Lawrence is Oliver. And the opening title is sung by Huey Lewis.
Why y'all gotta keep making movies with animals that you can make with people?
Cute.
They thought they could sell toys.
You heard of this fucking movie Sing?
They did.
Where it's just karaoke night, but with pigs and donkeys.
Let's stop talking about Sing for a second.
Oh,
it might come up later.
Okay, all right, back to the top. Not usually my thing, but Bryant, what's a movie that's not usually in your wheelhouse, but you like it? It's good.
That's a hard one. I'd have to say,
Your mama did. I saw you, little dinosaur.
anything by M. Night Shyamalan, I'm gonna say, because
Oh, so you don't like bad movies?
I like Signs. I thought Signs was great.
I agree with you. Signs is my favorite M. Night Shyamalan
Yes.
movie.
Yeah, Signs was fine.
I
Signs,
think-
Sixth Sense, both solid movies.
No.
It's just
But no, I think
Damn it.
Signs.
Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. It just everyone in my circle at that time, whenever that movie came out, even the girl I was dating at the time when that came out, I remember sitting on the couch with her and she's like, "This movie sucked," and I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like,
And that's why they're not together now.
amazing.
That's why they broke
the
up.
water glasses everywhere was like this little build up to the end, and I was just
Yeah.
like, the water glasses, and I'm like, I know people that really do that, and it saved their ass. Well, they actually weren't really in any danger.
Well, I
Because
mean,
that nice, he saved that kid.
the aliens made a critical mistake when they went to the planet mostly made of water. When they were, it was a bold
Shannon,
strategy.
When it comes to Sixth Sense, are you sure you understood the ending, like the big twist? Because I don't know if you got it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but that dude in the toupee, that was Bruce Willis the whole time.
I knew you were gonna do that.
What?
I love that bit.
We only have one answer for this one in between Kimbles. Wait, no, we didn't go to Jesse. It's not time for in between Kimbles yet. It's Jesse's turn. Go ahead, Jesse.
There's more time.
And
more
my pick
time,
is
guys.
Sing.
Yeah,
Because
love
this,
Sing.
yeah, nothing about this is really like my usual thing, but I fucking love this movie.
It's so much fun.
It is so much fun. Like it's wholesome. It's heartwarming. You got cute animals doing animal things. There's a gorilla that's sad.
And he sings Elton John.
He sings Elton John really well because it's Taron Egerton. Is a phenomenal singer. I mean, they have a pretty phenomenal cast, like with a bunch of great singers, like doing all
Their
this stuff.
soundtrack choices is fabulous.
Oh, it's so good. Like, this movie is great. I fucking love Sing, and I love Sing 2. Both of those movies are great.
I agree.
I even like the little Netflix short thriller. It's all good.
I haven't watched that one. I will have to find it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix exclusive, and it is just a short they did for Halloween. And it's Michael Jackson's Thriller, and it's great.
I assumed that is what it was gonna be.
Well, you're off Saturday, and I'll be at work, so
I mean, I can watch it when we're done here if I want.
go
Yeah,
nuts.
it's like
you
fine.
got your
It's-
own room and everything.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's even 15 minutes long. Like it is a short
It's probably just like the length of the song and like an open and close.
Okay.
and a mid, but yes.
I'd like to apologize to Sing. I'm doing that thing people do where they go, "Well, I don't like it, therefore it's bad." I don't want to be that
That
person.
is
so I
because
want to apologize.
Shannon is burnt out on singing animated characters and dancing in everything that is animated because it's in everything.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Here in between the Kimbles, Doughball says, "I'm gonna say watching animated movies by yourself and not judging yourself for it for this one." That's not usually their thing. Michaela said the Simpsons movie. Well, I don't like that answer. Simpsons are for everybody. Wait, go back to the first topic. You talk about favorite editing? Second topic. Okay, overlooked.
Second
Gotcha.
one.
Nimona. Never heard of that either. I'm gonna have to look that up. Shelby. Not usually your thing, but
10 Things I Hate About You.
Such a good movie.
Love that movie.
only 10.
I know it's a good movie and everyone likes it, but I'm normally not the type of person who wants to sit down and watch something that's like super.
Especially like it's a rom-com, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I hate any of that.
Isn't it the
Any-
Taming of the Shrew?
Yes.
Yep. It is.
But I don't know, it's really good. And like I cried in the scene where she's reading off all those things, and I was like, why am I fucking crying?
Because it's
But,
emotional and you got attached along the way.
I did, and that's the only movie that's really done it like that for me. And anytime I think of a movie that is not usually my thing, it's definitely that one.
It was Heath Ledger, right?
Yep.
Julia
Mhm.
Stiles.
and
All right.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and
Yep.
the girl from the
Larissa
Secret
Olenek.
World of there you go.
Yes.
Big
Alex
crush on her. Big crush on her. And the Larry Miller.
hmm
Hunter, what's not usually your thing, but
Well, Shannon, we can talk about it, but first I want to talk about those pants. Like teddy bears and choo-choo trains, really? I knew Lindsay would know what this was. It's K-pop Demon Hunters.
oh,
It's,
I'm so glad you
Um,
liked it.
it's about as far from something as I would normally get into as possible. Primarily because, like, I don't make a point to sit down and watch a lot of animated movies these days unless we're watching them for the show anyway, and especially because this one is so heavily anime influenced. I know I'm the anime expert around here
That's
at
true.
Podzilla 1985.
it's been established.
No, by and large, I don't like a lot of anime, but I loved this movie. I think a lot of it
Good.
had to do with the fact that it was a musical,
Really good.
and the music's very, very good. It's not, I mean, musical in that it's like a jukebox musical in the sense that, you know, they're producing the music, but yeah, no, it was very, very good. I haven't watched it since. Don't get me wrong, I've only seen it the one time.
That's okay.
But I can see myself sitting down to watch that movie again.
So genuinely, that was nearly my pick for this. Was also K-pop Demon Hunters, but the more I thought about it, I was like, nah, that is my thing. It's like I like musicals, I like anime, I like fun action things. Everything about this, that's my thing. It's fine. I'll find something different.
There's part 2 there that I literally, if somebody asked me to recommend anime, I'd be like K-pop Demon Hunters. They're like, it's not really anime. I'd be like, I don't know what you want from
It's
me.
the best I got.
It's
all
King's
I got.
delivery service is really good.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I mean that's about as close as I get. Other than that, so
Have you guys done like you guys did one Miyazaki movie for E&E, right?
Howl's Moving Castle.
How's Moving Castle? Yeah.
It was fine. I did.
You guys should do some of the better ones.
That's a controversial thing to say.
Yeah, you got looks from
I-
both of them.
Spirited Away is
I
a
don't dis-
good one to watch.
See,
You
I
like
didn't want to pick
Princess
Spirited Away because
Mononoke?
it's the one everybody picks.
I was
But
gonna
it's
say
Delivery
there's a
Service
reason.
will still always be my favorite.
in Lindsay's defense, if I remember correctly, she came to me with the
I
options.
gave him a
and
list.
She said, "I'm going to give you 2." I think you boiled it down to
No.
2, and I think it was
No,
Well,
I think I gave you
at some point in
4.
time it came down to 2. I know, and it was Kiki's Delivery Service and Howl's Moving Castle. And I said, "Well, I've seen Kiki's Delivery Service, so let's
Yeah.
do Howl's Moving." Effectively,
this
I
is
ended
your
up picking
fault.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Hmm.
It's my
I
fault.
think originally
I mean,
I
yeah.
gave him Kiki, Spirited Away, Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, and Howl's Moving
Oh,
Castle.
Nausicaa's good too.
Also, I also
Yeah.
partly know why I picked that because at the time, it had been just around that time on Pod Meets World. Will Friedle had mentioned that he did a voice in Howl's Moving Castle, and I went, "Well, fuck it, that
Yeah.
sounds good. Let's do that."
Yeah.
He's in it for like 3 seconds.
like a
man.
second.
He's a soldier.
Yep.
That's
Yep,
it.
he's one of
He's
the
a soldier.
guards.
He's in, out, done. So
and importantly, like it is like I don't dislike Howl's Moving Castle. Don't get me wrong. I just think that like I would put it like mid to like below mid tier of Miyazaki movies. Yeah, Spirited Away is the one that everybody recommends. It's the one that won a shitload of awards. It's really good. Yeah,
If
Princess
you
Rest in
Nightmare
peace to
Fuel.
Vag Chase.
If you want Nightmare Fuel, look up the stage play. Of
Oh,
I
Spirited
thought it was
Away.
pretty
It was so
but,
cool. The puppets are Nightmare Fuel, though.
but Princess Mononoke is my personal favorite.
That's really good too. That was my original intro to it. I'm pretty sure I
Same.
saw Mononoke and then Kiki.
All right,
Yeah,
Lindsay.
I saw Mononoke and then I started hunting down everything else.
Lindsay, what's not
That's how
usually
it
your
was with
thing,
Spirited
but
Away.
You didn't do yours, did you?
I don't have one. I've been racking my brain over this the entire time, and I love movies so much. I can't think of a genre that I would go, "Oh, that's not my thing." I love romantic comedies. I love action. I love comedy. I love horror. I like it all. I can't think of anything.
yeah, but it didn't. Oh God, there was something I recommended on the show that I remember you being. Well, there are a couple of things that you were like, I thought I was
Mhm.
gonna hate this for sure. I mean,
Yeah, but it wasn't because it wasn't my thing. I just wasn't excited for it. Like the only one I could think of is It's a Wonderful Life, but I already did that.
you did
one.
already use that,
And I don't want to do that one again.
Right.
And the other one I thought of was the one you talked about with Flick,
Election.
Election. But it's a smart like comedy, and I like smart comedy. So
Which
I,
is yeah.
I really can't think of anything that I would go, oh, I don't watch those kind of movies. I don't know.
I don't think it
Porn?
has to be a genre.
Yeah,
Maybe we should go back. Go back.
Even with Sing, like I talked about that one, like I like musicals, so like that's effectively what Sing is, but there's more to it than that. That would be, you know, something that's not really up my alley. Like
I guess,
maybe you could think of like something that's like would normally be like a kids movie that you really enjoyed.
no, because I don't
Tangled?
enjoy them. Nah,
There you go.
because it's not. It's a whimsical adventure. I like whimsical adventure. I almost said He-Man, but I'm like, no, I like He-Man. It's a action, and I guess if
What
let's
about Princess and the Frog?
no, because I don't dislike Disney movies. You know,
Well, I mean, like it's a princess story. Like it's not like that's not kind of your thing. In
I like
general.
princesses.
Instead of Election, I
enough.
would have said Dead Poet Society.
Yeah,
That's
but
about as close as it gets to not really
You
your
know-
thing, and then it just swept you away.
the one that surprised me the most recently, other than the Wonderful Life one, and I know it's recency bias, but I'm gonna Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Yeah, I think so because
Yeah.
I really didn't want to watch it. I was so sick of Kevin Smith by that point. I liked Clerks. I really liked Chasing Amy, but by the time we got past Dogma and got to Strikes Back, I didn't like it. I didn't like Clerks 2. I didn't like Red State, and I was so tired of the same jokes. I was tired of the characters. But then Reboot really, really surprised me by how much I liked it. Like, I genuinely really loved that movie. So I think that's probably the most obvious answer right now that I could think
So
of.
you and I were talking about like fairly recently. I don't remember what movie it was. Like because you and I have agreed that like the gory slasher movies not really our thing. But there's one that we watched that you really liked, like a slasher movie, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I can't remember it either. If you can remember it, let me know.
Yeah, because I like that. That I think like that falls right into like slashers are not your thing. You don't like the.
I don't like human slashers. I like supernatural slashers. Like Candyman. I love Candyman. I love to a lesser extent Jason. I love Freddy Krueger, that kind of thing. But if you can think of it, let me know. But I won't harp. It's 1:40. We're at an hour and 45. I won't harp on it. We'll sit with the stoner comedies because I really don't like stoner comedy. I don't like stupid comedy. And Jay and Silent Bob Reboot is that, but it was done in a way that I really liked. So sure, that works. Okay. Lindsay, now you can go.
We all know that Shannon loves horror, and because of that, I have watched so many horror movies when it is not my thing in any way, shape, or form. I will very rarely watch a horror movie by myself, but that being said, I really enjoyed Cabin in the Woods, and I have revisited it on my own before.
That's an excellent movie.
It's mostly horror. I mean, it's also comedy. Like when you say you don't like horror, I think you mean when I watch horror, like the gruesome stuff. There's some movies I just don't show you because I'm like,
yes, because
she can't
I
handle it.
won't.
There's a Korean movie.
My imagination is too active, and I will see that shit all night. Which is why when we watch anything that particularly disturbs me, I make you put on Care Bears or My Little Pony afterwards.
God damn, we're gonna have to cut the cord one of these days. Let's go back to the top. Brian, last one. What's a movie everyone should watch?
I've said this before. I think I may have said it a couple times, but man, I always go back to The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. I think that is one of the most perfect movies I've ever seen, and I think it hits a lot of notes. And there's a big childhood aspect to it. It's the one movie I've watched more than any other movie, and it's the one movie that I've watched more than any movie with my dad. So there's a lot to it, and I think everyone needs to see it. I think it's Brendan Fraser at his best. Everything about it's good, and just good time.
Love that movie. Those fucking scarabs fucked me up as a kid.
Oh yeah, my little sister hated that so much. That's why she wouldn't watch it with me. But my absolute favorite was like a clip, like a scene from the very opening, not opening, but the very beginning scenes of that movie where they are in the shipwreck and they get out and they're on opposite sides of the river and he's like, I've got all the camels. He's like, you're on the wrong side of the river. I don't know why that killed me. But that was the funniest thing, and I quoted that, and like that kind of similarly, I watched that a lot with my dad. So
They're coming back in sequel form. They're making Mummy 4 right now with Brendan Fraser coming back, and I think Rachel Weisz is coming back too. Then they had a picture of what is his name, Oded Fair. I think it is who it was, and he is looking jacked. He was riding a horse. He's always good to go. He's ready and able.
Brendan Fraser getting in crazy good shape too, man.
Boy, you talk about a career resurgence, and I'm glad too.
Yeah, for sure.
So glad to see that dude get his flowers.
I love Brendan Fraser.
Jesse, you're up next. What's a movie everyone should watch?
All right, it's a movie called Manborg. Manborg. We saw this for the first time. Like it's very much an indie film. The entire thing. This dude is obsessed with like the low budget 70s and 80s sci-fi action movies. He filmed this entire movie in his garage in front of a green screen, and it shows. The action, like it's awesome, hilarious, and awful. Like it's one of those kinds of movies, and it's a lot of fun. There's a little like teaser at the end of it that might be the best part of another movie that he never made. It's just, I think Shannon that I sent you that teaser. At least I don't know if you actually watched it.
You did. I did watch it. I thought it was a joke. I didn't know that was a real movie. I thought that was like a little skit someone did.
Okay, importantly, that it is a joke.
Okay,
like that is the whole of it. Like it was a teaser for a movie that he never made.
It's wild,
and it's at the end of Manborg.
It's wild,
but it would have been such a good movie.
I think it's called like Zombie Detective or something like that. Like it's so good.
He's just groaning in pain because he wants to die, but he's gotta go solve the case.
It's so funny.
It's so
the movie. It's bad. Like it's fucking hilarious. You got a dude with a terrible Australian accent. It's so funny. Like it's one of those movies. Like do what?
BioCop. You heathen.
BioCop. That's the teaser. But yeah, Manborg is the movie. BioCop is at the end of it after the credits. Definitely stick around for that because holy shit, it's awesome. Manborg is also just awesome. Like it's so funny. It's so terrible. It's so enjoyable to watch.
Let's get in between Kimbles here. I gotta go back to Dweezy. He said Eternal Sunshine on the Spotless Mind is not he usually watches. Last movie I ever watched with my ex-girlfriend because I was a real prick. Michaela says the Lorax for this, and Doughball's gonna piggyback on Manborg and say Turbo Kid, which is a fantastic movie. I don't know if you've ever watched that. It's it's like post-apocalyptic, extremely bloody. Paul Sorvino is in it, and he's very, very good in it.
It was supposed to be part of the ABCs of Death, if I remember correctly. I read about this a while back ago. It was the submission for T. T is for Turbo.
I did not know that.
Turbo's a snail.
They probably saw the rest of that movie and went, fuck no, and pulled it out and made their own, because that thing was terrible. And there is a video game for Turbo Kid with the bike and everything. I heard it's really good. Psycho Gorman I haven't watched yet, but I want to. It's on my list. All right. Shelby, what's a movie everyone should watch?
Army of Darkness.
This is my boomstick.
It's so good.
You primitive screwheads. He doesn't sound like that when he does it. Jesse,
what?
Have you?
I was like, why is he your old grandpa in a shack? Like, what is happening? They should do that.
I don't like deadites.
Scene in the graveyard where all the skeletons are poking him in the face.
Yeah, and he's doing the Three Stooges stuff, and he's when he's trying to when he forgets the last word, he just
and he just coughs his way through it.
You found me beautiful once, babe. You got real ugly. It's a very good film.
It's so good.
That's the one too that they couldn't get the rights back for so long. Like I have the Ash versus Evil Dead collection, and it's all the movies plus the TV series, but it doesn't have Army of Darkness because they didn't have the rights to it. So I had to buy it separately in steelbook form. But it's I remember going to the theater or the movie store in Pulaski when I was a kid and seeing like a standee for it. It was Ash kind of holding the shotgun, and I'd never seen Evil Dead, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I'll never forget the tagline. It was "Trapped in time, low on gas or low on fuel or something." And I was like, "This movie looks absolutely insane," and it is absolutely insane, and it's so good. Are you gonna go watch Evil Dead Burn?
I don't know. I might.
I'm gonna watch Evil Dead Burn, and I'm gonna watch it alone.
I am
have a
not.
feeling, yeah.
I'm not.
All right.
I watch it once it's out. I'm not going
When's
to
it come
theater
out?
with it for it.
Trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas. There it is. It's beautiful. It's his boomstick. He knows metallurgy and such. He creates a gauntlet that moves like his hand somehow because of his knowledge of metal. Anyway, it comes out pretty soon. Hunter, what's a movie everyone should watch?
It's July 10th, and I'll go with you if you want. I haven't been to that theater in a while.
Is that Thunder?
Yeah.
Hey, it
It's
was
been
hitting here
raining.
hard a little bit ago. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, it's thunder
the-
outside right now.
Yeah.
There was I don't know what the category was a long time ago that you asked me if this was going to be it, and it very easily could have been it. It could have been favorite movie. It could have been a bunch of other things. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Look, Back to the Future might be my all-time favorite in the sense that I think it's as good as a movie gets. I think Raiders is one of those movies that people might avoid because they don't think it's a movie they're going to like. It's an action movie. It's from the 80s. It's whatever. Again, I didn't see this movie until I was out of college, and I went, where the fuck have you been my entire life? It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I still think it's the best Indiana Jones movie, bar none. But that's like picking your favorite kid, basically, because most of them are all very, very good too. So, but yeah, I think Raiders got a little bit of everything: a little action, a little romance, a little comedy. Yeah, as good as movie gets.
I think Tanner would say Crystal Skull.
Tanner would say Crystal Skull. My wife would say
I'm
Last Crusade.
kidding.
And
I don't
she'd
know.
also be right.
I don't know.
She'd also be right. Actually, I don't know if Tanner would say that. He
I
really
don't think
likes those two as well, the first
Yeah.
and third. But I mean, Crystal Skull appeals to him more because of the alien stuff. Sarah loves Last Crusade, and I don't disagree that I think it might be the better of them, but I think everyone should start with just from the beginning, Raiders.
So, for mine, true story, whenever I would date someone new, I would introduce them to this movie. This would be the first movie I always tried to watch with them first because I wanted to judge their reaction and figure out whether or not we could be in a relationship after that. This movie has been my test forever, and I think that it's a movie everyone should watch, and it is The Thing. If I can watch it with a girl and she can survive the part where the guy's head pulls off, grows into spider legs, and walks away, or the part where the dog's head splits open like a flower, we might be able to have a relationship.
Practical effects were so absurdly good.
So good that
They're very disgusting, but they're so good.
Roger Ebert hated it. Roger Ebert absolutely hated the film when it came out. A lot of people hated the film when it came out. They said it was too gory because this is the same year that E.T. came out. And they were like, we got E.T. Why you want to watch this movie about an alien? But it's amazing. It's suspenseful. I always say it's my favorite horror movie, that or An American Werewolf in London, depending on the day. American Werewolf in London is a lot funnier, and it's a werewolf, and I love werewolves, and they don't make enough good werewolf films. But The Thing is
Accurate.
it's just perfect. I mean, Kurt Russell as MacReady, the setting of the isolation, the paranoia, and the creature effects are outstanding. So yeah, I think everyone should watch The Thing, and see if we can be friends. All right.
It has everything it needs to be a perfect horror movie. It really does.
It does. The worst part about it is they made the sequel, which was actually a prequel. And the prequel would have been fine, but they used CG. But they didn't use.
And it was.
They didn't use CG. There's a version of it that is full practical effects. That's how they filmed it. But studio executives said nobody wants to see practical effects anymore, so they made them redo it with CG. And apparently the practical effects cut is completely lost to time now. It's lost media, so we'll never know what it could have been. I think the movie's fine, but the original thing, perfect. No notes.
Much better.
All right, Lindsay, last pick. Movie everyone should watch.
I'm gonna end this with one of my favorite movies, and we watched it in May. Muppets Take Manhattan. It might not be a perfect film, but it's a damn good film. It's fun to watch. It has good music, and it's Kermit the Frog.
Don't let
I mean, I think E&E might disagree with you. It is perfect according to the reviews.
and
Two
don't
thumbs up across the board.
Do I have to remind you of Miss Piggy on roller skates?
No, I'll never
I
forget it.
would wish you wouldn't. I'm gonna go to sleep soon, and then I won't sleep well. Please don't.
Don't let perfect get in the way.
She's
of-
behind me right now, isn't she?
She is. Don't turn around.
No.
It's like that horror.
Again, just be
dream
glad I
have.
didn't have you guys watch Caper because there's like 3 times the amount of that kind of Miss Piggy in that movie. So
Well, bitch, apparently we're going to do another year of the show, so let's fucking see what happens. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. We're back tomorrow with Repo. We're going to chase those cosmetics. I am now a bandaged elf, and it's a good time. So that's tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to see this last week.
Yeah, no, the mummy is ready for his adventure.
you are now the Mummy Elf King.
I am Brendan Fraser, and the Mummy Elf Returns. His book.
The Mummy Elf.
All right. And Saturday, of course, PLE. We'll talk about it again more tomorrow. If you thought tonight's jokes, the names were funny, wait till you hear it tomorrow as read by a robot. And we will also do the entire card again tomorrow. We'll talk about it. So that's this weekend. 8 o'clock start time this Saturday, by the way. Remember that 8 o'clock is when we start the show. 8:30 is when the wrestling starts. We're bumping up about 30 minutes. We got 10 big matches. I saw that dough ball. Appreciate it. I will check that out. Probably not tonight because I got to edit the show and then I'm going to go to bed, but I will check it out. I promise. Be here tomorrow for Repo. Be here Saturday for wrestling. And we do it all again next week. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of After Dark. Thank you everyone for being here. Until tomorrow, Shelby?
Until tomorrow, what?
Hey, Jill.